South Texas right now is getting hit by Hurricane Hannah. The storm made landfall in Texas today. Local officials are telling folks to try and ride out the storm at home to minimize COVID-19 exposure. Rebecca, there's Hurricane Hannah in Texas, and then Hawaii is bracing for Hurricane Douglas. There's a lot going on right now in terms of storm systems in our country.
There are, I agree, especially Hawaii. We're going to be watching that particular path of the storm. It's a Category 1 is Hurricane Douglas. It's right now approaching the big island of Hawaii, and we're expecting it to continue on just barely past northward of Maui and continue its way across the islands, both through tomorrow night, and Monday. So here in the West Coast, the main thing we've got to deal with and contend with is fire weather concerns for the next several days. We've got very hot weather coming up the coast, and when you look outside to SeaTac, clear skies, beautiful sunset this evening. 78 degrees was the high at SeaTac today. If we go right now to our Seattle tower cam on the waterfront, clear skies here as well with the temperature 69 degrees. We've got a little bit of cooling going on here. North wind 8 miles an hour. And as we go into the evening, our temperatures will continue to be falling into the 50s, in the mid to upper 50s right now for the north interior. We're still sitting at 64 degrees for Olympia, Tacoma, 65 degrees right now. So clear skies tonight, very comfortable. North wind gradually becoming northeasterly and a little bit lighter after the midnight hour. And as we go into the overnight lows, you're going to wake up sunrise in the low to mid 50s. After those lows, you'll have all that clear, sunny skies to see the beautiful views. But we've got some hot air continuing its core of heat traveling up the Oregon coast onto the Washington coast. Tomorrow will be the hot day for the coastline, and then it will be inland hot for us on Monday, while cooling on the coast starts Monday. So tomorrow sunny and warmer. SeaTac is going to be 85 degrees. We're going to be 90 for Olympia to Chehalis. Could be some low 90s in that stretch, including Puyallup. As we go to Renton, 86 for your high tomorrow, and we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s near the water to the north. And as soon as you get inland to around Arlington and Mount Vernon, 83 degrees. So we have a very warm stretch of weather for you on Monday. That'll be our hot day inland. Again, coastal cooling Monday, but hitting around 91 at SeaTac Monday. Tuesday, mostly sunny skies, and we're going to have a little bit of onshore, so that takes temperatures down by about 10 degrees Tuesday, but we still pop back to the mid to upper 80s on Wednesday with the risk of some mountain thunderstorms in the Cascades. So big fire weather concerns with that. And then going into Thursday night into Friday, looks like we're going to have a little bit of rain around to start Friday, and that will bring that dramatic cooling. And we have to give it another day or so to see if it's going to be a really noisy, violent kind of cooling, or if it's just going to be a nice ease back to normal temperatures.
All right, Rebecca, thank you.